First history. This is one of the most chilling unsolved mysteries I've ever heard. Imagine this. In 1962, a woman named Maria Lasser was walking home from work through a thick fog and just vanished. Search parties looked everywhere for weeks, but they found nothing. No body, no clues, nothing. The case went cold, and she was officially declared deceased. Fast forward 42 years to 2004. There's a knock on the door of her childhood home. It's Maria. She's wearing the exact same clothes, has the same hairstyle, and hasn't aged a single day. Her parents were gone, her neighbors were all elderly, but she was still a young woman. Doctors were baffled. Her bones, her skin, her cells, all tests confirmed she was biologically the same age as when she disappeared. When police asked where she'd been, all she said was, "I walked too far into the fog. And when I stepped out, it was the same night." She died 2 weeks later, and her body decomposed 4 times slower than normal. She left behind a terrifying note that said, "It followed me back." What do you think happened? Let me know in the comments. Second history. Imagine digging up a staircase in the middle of Prague's South Old Town Square and finding something impossible at the bottom. That's exactly what police reportedly found in 1978. A secret, fully furnished library. The floors were polished, the lamps were glowing, but there were no wires, no pipes, and no fuel. The shelves were packed with thousands of books. But these weren't history books. They were prophesies, detailing events for years that hadn't even happened yet. One officer, curious, opened a book labeled 2019. Inside, he read horrifyingly accurate descriptions of a worldwide shutdown. But here's where it gets truly terrifying. The next day, the entire archive was gone. The room was empty, the walls scraped clean. All that remained was a single, torn page on the floor with 4 words in perfect English. Stop reading. He's coming. What was this library, and who was coming? The third story. Have you ever seen a photograph that just doesn't make sense? Let's travel back to 1911 Paris. A photographer named Louis Gerard captures a simple street scene. But months later in the darkroom, he discovers something impossible in his negative. 2 suns, identical in size and brightness, hanging side by side in the sky. Experts examined the negative and confirmed it was completely authentic, no tricks involved. Stranger still, weather reports from that exact day mentioned unusual light phenomena, and hospitals saw a spike in people complaining of dizziness and hallucinations. The story gets even weirder. In 1994, the original photo was stolen from the National Archive. The thief was never caught, but researchers found another photo taken on the same street, on the same day. This one showed the same 2 suns, but the streets, they were completely empty. No people, no cars, just silence. What really happened on that day in 1911? The fourth story. Ever heard of the ghost train of Norway? Picture this. It's 1999. A maintenance crew ventures into the Høybakken tunnel, only to find a passenger train stopped dead on the tracks. But what they discovered inside was the stuff of nightmares. All 23 passengers were frozen solid, like eerie ice sculptures sitting in their seats. Here's the truly bizarre part. The tunnel's temperature was a mild 7 degrees Celsius. How could they freeze? In the last carriage, a chilling message was scrawled on a window. We saw the mirror open. The train's black box held one final, cryptic recording from the conductor. He announced, "Approaching tunnel. Bright light ahead." Wait, then, just silence. To this day, the train is locked away in a military facility, and no official explanation has ever been given. What do you think happened in that tunnel? The fifth story. You've probably heard of the big New York City blackouts, but have you heard about what over 600 people saw during the one in 1982? Eyewitnesses all reported the same thing, a tall, faceless man moving through the darkened streets in complete silence. The stories were so consistent that police even got involved. Their thermal cameras picked up a figure, but it was bizarre. The silhouette appeared colder than everything around it, even colder than metal and concrete on a cold night. One officer chased this figure into an alley and swore that the man flattened like a sheet of paper and just slid up the wall, like a shadow moving with the light. All the witness logs were collected and then classified. But in 2009, some of the thermal footage leaked. And the truly disturbing part isn't the figure itself, but what you can see just behind it, a second shadow, moving completely on its own. If you enjoyed unraveling this mystery with me, do me a huge favor and hit that like button. Seriously, It helps the channel grow more than you can imagine and tells YouTube to show our videos to more people just like you. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to Shadow Files and ring that notification bell so you don't miss the next case we crack open together.